And thank you.
Honorable members, let me thank you as a House, particularly the Honorable Murugara and Honorable Wandeto, for having found it within their powers and necessary to bring the statement and the motion which I didn't approve, but which I informed the House and allowed Honorable Wandeto to have the first bite. Honorable members, as your Speaker, I shall always be your first and last line of defense to your integrity and to the dignity of this House. I want to encourage us, in the words of the Honorable Minority Leader, as leaders, we cannot insulate ourselves from criticism, both fair and unfair, because that's the cost of leadership. When you are in leadership, you fall under the category of what one writer says, that when you meet people, 30% will like you without even hearing anything from you or knowing who you are. 30% will hate you without knowing who you are or hearing anything from you. It is now up to you to convince the remaining 40% to like you or to hate you. That is the paradox of life. And I want to encourage us, as a House of leadership, to be above irritations, to be above any temptations to have a short fuse on issues, because you are leaders. And when you are a leader, you cannot sit there and expect to hear only things that please you. You also hear things that don't please you. And sometimes when we hear things that don't please us, they raise us to a higher calling to ensure that things are done differently. I also advise that when something is said against you, if it is not true, you ignore it. If it is true, you do something about it. Then we move on. There was a very high state of anxiety and anger. Many members called your Speaker, expressing displeasure, expressing anger, and wondering what direction we are headed. But that we have had an opportunity to speak. And to those who haven't spoken, I'm sorry, the time was not enough. We can't all speak on the same subject. And to members like the Honorable Salasya, when we have a motion like this, the Speaker gives priority to members who are regularly here. If you are not regularly in the House, you are unlikely to get the favor of the Speaker to speak simply because this is topical. There are members who sit here for hours waiting to speak. Sometimes they don't even get the opportunity to speak. Those are my priority. If Dr. Ng-Cdf was in the country, I know he's out in Japan, he's like the new Martin Shikuku. The Speaker always found Martin Shikuku in the House and left him in the House. And for the entire afternoon, you'll never see Martin Shikuku even responding to a call of nature. You'll just be sitting there doing the business. So I encourage you, young Salasya, spend more time here. You'll catch the Speaker's eye when matters. But if you choose to prosecute parliamentary business on TikTok, then the House will deal with matters differently. I want to say this, honorable members, as we come to a conclusion of this. I think Jeanette said it very well. Everybody has their say, you have your way under the Constitution. You hold the power of the past, you legislate. Even the next motion is going to deal with your authority over an executive order that is not in compliance with the law. That is the power you have. And that's the power the Constitution has given you. So I want to urge all of us here that our integrity must be beyond reproach, we must be like Caesar's wife, whom nobody could suspect. And I want to say, honorable members, that given what has been said, what you know, and what goes on, this House has sufficient mechanisms under the Constitution and under the law, whether it's conflict of interest law, whether it's leadership and integrity law, whether it is powers and privileges law, or anti-money laundering, all those to handle issues that come before us. And I want to assure you that I have received some letters about members that I would have presented to the agencies on different things. Sometimes I call you, I talk to you, and you correct your ways. Let's also uphold our integrity. I have given you an opportunity this afternoon. Waswahili wanasema muue mkala, lakini haki yake mpe. And by giving you haki yenu, you have exercised your right of reply in the matter. So I want to encourage us that let's now lower the anger, be the leaders that we are, and transact the business of the House in the manner we always do. I know that some members who are not happy